course, Addymestic on the Val, of course. What else are you going to see him on? Nothing else, I hope, because he pulls it off phenomenally. And then Aggz0 on the Thor, and he has been hot on the Undertaker, of course.
Yeah, right now he is just hunting for that weapon. It is the hammer.
Ooh!
Stomp into side light. That is still a ton of damage.
Any other map, and that stomp would have absolutely disrupted Fozey because he was off stage. He got his side air, his other recovery options stuffed out, but the walls here allow him to get back fairly safely, and I think that was the main benefit here.
That hammer neutral air, one of the few things that can beat out the Lance ground pound. Both of them have so much priority.
Oh! Whoa!
What? And saved?
Hello!
Man, Addymestic just crazy with that sword recovery. Saved his teammate and scored a knockout all at the same time.
The awareness is incredible from Addymestic right now. His twos mindset has always been something to behold.
I mean, former world champion, like absolutely ridiculous. Now he is unarmed. Oh, and Fozey clearing the field. Macheeeete clearing the other side. And just like that, stock lead going back the way of the blue team. Macheeeete, again, using that Ulgrim defense to push the advantage.
Playing very carefully right now, trying not to give the red team too much room to work with. If they take too many careless hits, things could turn around very quickly for them. Macheeeete getting taken off the top. Fozey's got to be very careful to avoid the same. And now Addymestic trying to just cover the recovery options from Fozey to prevent him from getting back on the stage. He's going to miss that opportunity, though, as Fozey puts himself back off stage with that side sig, and Aggz0 converting that into a huge amount of damage coast to coast, getting the recovery, and that's going to lead into the KO. Big plays.
So I want to note something about how Addymestic is playing against this Lance matchup, because oftentimes he's doing these kind of bunny hops, always staying a little bit more vertical of where the Lance side air will hit, because he expects them to want to approach with that side air or the side light, and then he gets to swoop down with the down air from the sword. It bounces them and potentially more conversions.
And especially playing someone like Val, double especially on the gauntlets. It's not quite as bad as it used to be, but that matchup between gauntlets and Lance used to be heavily favored in Lance, so he does have to know how to maneuver around it. He is going to get caught by that ground pound.
Gosh.
One stock left for both of the red team players. Macheeeete approaching the red, and Fozey on his last stock in the orange. So if the red team can find the KO onto Fozey and force a 2v1, things could swing back around in their favor.
It really has been Macheeeete just going for those stock extensions. You know, he's got a ton of defense on Ulgrim, yes, but he hasn't been getting caught out by anything too terrible. No big signatures out in the open.
Neutral light, going to throw Macheeeete off into the right. Trying to get a conversion onto Fozey. Not able to find it in time. Macheeeete is going to be back. And the recovery out the top is going to find the KO onto Macheeeete. Thunder Rush not going to find the connection onto Fozey. Fozey losing his weapon. No, he's going to find that hammer once again. Throwing that up throw to prevent any sort of ground pound approaches that could especially be converted into a recovery gimp attempt, especially by hammer. People got to be careful off stage, and Fozey knows how to position himself. He is going to be taken off the top, though. Now it's Macheeeete, 1 versus 2. The damage isn't quite there where he can get 2 quick KOs with signature moves. Aggz0 is built up, but not Addymestic, and he's got to be careful.
Ooh, great interruption against anything that Aggz0 tried to get started, but the side light side air from the orb going to take away Macheeete's weapon, and now he is left alone. He's got the 2v1. He's sandwiched between the two. Needs to find a weapon drop. There it is in the center, but Addymestic is just defending it.
Yep, they're going to leave it there for the time being. They want to make...
It's a bait.
Of course it is. And Macheeeete knows he's not going to make that approach. He's going to be very careful, look for the opportunities that he can afford to take. And that slide kick ground pound was exactly the kind of thing he was looking for. He's still very careful, though. He knows that anything could take him out right here. There it is. Side air. Stomp to side light into falling side air off stage. Perfect opportunity there from Aggz0 to confirm that KO finally in game number 1 and take that victory.
Look at Macheeeete like threading the needle back to stage here. He's got to fade wide, get recovery back over, double back, and then he's looking out for the scoop. The stomp doesn't give him high enough for a side air to connect, so Aggz0 identified that. He's like, all right, I still get the side light, and then potentially after that. And that's why he did the chase into the side air. It did find purchase, gave them the game.
Game number 2 getting kicked off right now. Macheeeete with the Lance. That's going to give him a lot of momentum, and then starting off, not able to convert it off of the third hit. Unfortunately, that's a lot of missed damage opportunity there, but fortunately for Fozey Macheeeete, they were able to get out of it and even up the damage almost thusly.
Oh, Macheeeete just shoving Aggz0 off stage, but Fozey the one in danger. Uh-oh, turn around with the hammer recovery. No, double bonk. Macheeeete is out of here, and he was only yellow.
That is going to be an enormous play from the red team. If they can capitalize on that early KO onto Macheeeete, they can take it miles and miles.
Oh my gosh. Aggz0 and Addymestic running away with this one to start under a minute in, and Macheeeete and Fozey are both down on their second stocks. Such a massive lead for the red team, especially if Aggz0 can find his way back up onto stage. Addymestic definitely getting the better of Macheeeete here.
Oh.
Gauntlet ground pound, give him another one. He's just boxing them all over the stage. Tons of damage.
Fozey with the chase off stage with the Lance, trying to find a recovery option. No! The ground pound from Addymestic, trying to go on, trying to punish the recovery from Fozey is going to cost both of the red team members their stocks, as the blue team just capitalizes off the momentum here and just converts it into an equalized stock scenario.
Still a lot of damage lead, especially since Addymestic converted it into a knockout, and then another downlight recovery. That's so much onto Fozey. He's in the red. Macheeeete now needs to be so incredibly cautious, who's usually the stock tank for their team, to be down on their final stock before anyone else in the game. That's crazy.
I mean, he can still extend this out. He's got to play carefully. He's got to find those opportunity moments. He's been doing a phenomenal job at doing just that. We saw it at the end of the last game. He ended up getting taken down, but honestly, threading the needle, getting back to stage, playing around those opportunities.
The recovery.
He's going to have to do it again soon enough if Fozey keeps taking punishment, but Macheeeete doing a great job at just surviving. Well, in this scenario that he's in, at the very least. I mean, they are down. They are down.
Whoa, big Lance ground pound, scoring the knockout, taking Aggz0 down to his final stock. Addymestic just avoiding every thrown weapon flying his way. Uh-oh, the big turnaround. It does have a ton of force, but if you were barely damaged... Oh, no! The neutral signature. Fozey goes for another one. He got the KO onto Addymestic. Aggz0 now left alone for the momentary power play, but Addymestic back in it. Oh my gosh, the team combo. So much damage.
Going deep with the ground pound. Not going to get punished for it. Aggz0 just getting the recovery. It's going to knock him the opposite way that he would have may have wanted to knock Macheeeete off. Coming back onto stage, Macheeeete looking for something here, but he's not able to find a side air or a sidelight. Weapon throw is going to disrupt a little bit. It's not going to be enough. Fozey getting thrown off stage. Side air. Does he have enough? Does he have the recovery? No, he does. Holding on to it at the very last moment, I think, throwing away the Lance, trying to mix up Addymestic's mindset, making him think maybe he didn't have it. And that allowed him to get back to stage, scoop up off the top. It's evened up.
We've got the 1v1. Fozey with the strength on Scarlet. Only needs a couple more hits to bring this into the red. Somehow survived that sword recovery from, I mean, it was just at stage. Yeah, that'll close it out. Addymestic adding another one to their set count, 2-0 over Fozey and Macheeeete.
And he was playing really patiently. You can see in this replay right now, Addymestic not going in too deep off of any plays right now. He got the recovery. It was a relatively safe play right there. Waiting for Fozey to come back, doing the gravity cancel to get the dodge frames in the beginning, avoid the hit, and then convert it into the down light recovery.
All right, so Fozey and Macheeeete locking in again. Scarlet and Olgrim. Aggz0 and Addy, no change.
They banned out Mammoth Fortress this time.
Interesting.
No Shipwreck Falls either. We're actually going to go to Great Hall for the first time.
Oh, wow.
So very interesting pick.
Yeah, especially because, like, if you're hanging out on those side platforms, there are a lot of things that can hit you. You know, a lot of neutral signatures will reach up there and threaten, particularly like Val's neutral sword or Scarlet's neutral hammer that we've seen a ton of.
And this has a very low ceiling as well, especially compared to a lot of the other stages. And there's a lot of weapons here that can kill right off the top very quickly. We have sword, we have gauntlets as well, both on Addymestic that can kill very quickly off the top with those recoveries. And then we have Lance with the neutral sig on Scarlet, the hammer neutral sig. I mean, there's a lot of options here that are phenomenal at killing off the top. And so these players are going to have to be extremely careful.
Uh-oh, and just like that, Addymestic taken out so incredibly early. Aggz0 looking to get some revenge, takes out one of the blue team members, looking for the double. Ooh. Oh, perfect dodge through, smacks him off the wall. And the turnaround, Aggz0 is on fire.
He was controlling the entirety of that wall. He had claimed ownership, and he was just punishing everyone else for trespassing on his land. Get off my lawn, he says, with a down sig throwing Macheeete way off stage. Not quite finding the KO, but it is right there on the cusp of KO-ifying Macheeete. I was trying to figure out a word that worked with that. I think that works. A little bit.
He's just making it work. You don't even have to worry about that. So look at him. Oh, yeah, they've decided they're chasing over for Fozey. Oh, no, Fozey turning it around on Aggz0. Yep. Just get back on stage, re-arm up with the orb.
Neutral sig not going to connect. Aggz0 with the recovery, though, is going to connect. And that's going to be Fozey dropping off the side. One stock left on Fozey. Macheeete still the stock tank, though, holding on to that third stock, getting the down air. Recovery blasted out of existence. Aggz0 making his way back to the wall, though, able to find his way back. And now Macheeete looking for a little bit more room to work with here. He's deep in that red, approaching that barbecue color, and he's still not quite KO'd yet somehow. Addymestic trying to find the KO off of the weapon throw, and then the ground pound. Not able to find it. Recovery still not going to do it off the top, even with the low ceiling.
Addymestic hunting with the sword, but Macheeete chopping him out from clear across the other side of the stage.
Ooh, nice dodge from Macheeete, and he's finally going to get taken down. That first stock finally getting knocked out of existence.
Man, they had to double stack to get him.
I mean, he is holding on to it. He doesn't want to let it go. You have to tear it. You have to rip it away from him.
Uh-oh, Fozey in danger. Aggz0 keeps smacking him away from the stage. There's the recovery, beat out by the weapon toss. Oh, he just managed to get the touch. Now Macheeete looking to clear the field. Those side signatures from Ulgrim cover so much ground. Juggling Aggz0, no.
Macheeete looking for the neutral sig. Neutral light coming in. Combo off of the side air. Fozey finding that KO off onto the left, and then getting knocked up into the air. The punishment coming in from Addymestic, looking for that KO. Not able to find it, unfortunately. The neutral stick coming out as well, trying to catch one of the blue team members. Is not able to connect that one either, and he's having a little trouble connecting some of these KO opportunities here. And that is going to cost them just a little bit. Aggz0 able to find it off the top. Macheeete all by himself because Fozey had to, make those plays from one stock left. Addymestic, though, is deep in the red, and Macheeete, I think, is trying to hunt him down. There's the side. There it is. 2v1 in the situation. Macheeete in the second stock to Aggz0's first. And with the axe, it's only going to take a few hits to get him into that kill point, especially on this map.
Yeah, Macheeete did a phenomenal job bringing this back, giving himself the advantage, identifying what the actual target was, taking out Addymestic in time. Now looking to just control some of the ground. Because right here, Fozey and Macheeete is playing for their tournament life right now.
Macheeete with the recovery, trying to catch Aggz0 off that top point of that move, and then the weapon throw as well, trying to get a little bit of damage built up. Any damage that he can build up, any point that he can get him to the red is going to afford him benefits.
Perfect dodge.
Perfect dodge. Anything else would have been less. He would have lost that stock. He could still afford to, sort of, but as long as you can hold on to
chance, though.
No, you don't. Not at all. Because if Aggz0 regains map control, that could spell
Oh my gosh.
Macheeete with the recovery, and there it is.
Staying alive, bringing the set to 2-1. Addymestic and Aggz0 still on set point. So he's got to play so incredibly cautiously. There was the ground pound over on the side here. I can't believe it didn't connect. Look at that.
It went right past him.
Man, he stopped just short, managed to get the turnaround recovery, and that's what kept
Someone
him
map
and
that out.
Fozey in the game.
That's got to be pixel perfect.
Oh, yeah. Easily.
But we have this next game. It could be the final one in the set if Aggz0 and Addy take it down right here. Ulgrim, though, Macheeete doing a fantastic job. Phenomenal job. Amazing job at extending those stocks out. Keeping that first stock as long as physically possible. He almost had that all the way through Fozey losing all of his stocks. And he was able to bring that down. Can't understate that enough. Macheeete is playing the twos game so well.
I mean, at this point, when you're talking, top 6, almost top 4, you've got to be absolutely flawless. Ooh, Fozey with the spear damage right to kick it off. Getting a ton of tags onto Addymestic. It is nice to
the double side stick into the ground
pound. That was
pound.
disgusting.
That's an execute right there. Just executed off on that right side. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Someone get the Windex and clean that off a little bit because, oh my gosh.
I mean, she was an android built to assassinate, and she performed her function. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again,
Oh my God, I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on, Addy. I'm ready. I'm waiting right here. Just do it. Do it. Do it.
Oh,
no, it's not going to happen. Aggz0
getting
in
the field.
Aggz0 just getting launched off into the left side. It's not going to happen just yet if it is. And Aggz0 trying to survive just a little bit. Almost getting caught by that team. Neutral stick from Addymestic. Fortunately for him, it's not going to lead into a KO. Macheeeete holding the center stage, getting a nice dodge off, trying to play that stage control just a little better this time around in the beginning. Addymestic going for the gravity cancel side stick, trying to spike Macheeeete off on that right side. Not able to find it just yet as Fozey does get the KO on Aggz0, but Addymestic and Macheeeete both holding onto those first stocks. This is a battle of who can hold on to it longer.
And ground coverage definitely going the way of the blue team, especially when Fozey has those signatures on deck to score the knockout.
Which Addymestic looking for the recoveries off the top. He's got Fozey in position to connect those two moves, and Fozey in the red as well. This is prime positioning to get the KO onto Fozey. Macheeeete trying to come in for a save, and it's gonna allow Fozey a little bit more time to survive. The side stick from Fozey getting back on the stage, and a big hit on Addymestic.
He's so far, Addy. Went for the, just like the weapon drop there, but Fozey had that dodge ready, getting back onto the wall. Unfortunately, Macheeeete left alone for too long. Got boiled down through his first stop.
Addymestic with a nice recovery. Not a lot of damage built up on Macheeeete. It's not going to lead to a KO potential. It's not going to lead to too much, but the damage is always nice. Trying to capitalize up the team hit is not going to be possible. Macheeeete finding that side air, taking Aggz0 out is going to lead into that KO. And now Fozey getting knocked down. Neutral sig off onto the right, and this is going to be one stock left for Fozey, one stock left for Aggz0. Who loses at first and who's in the 2v1, we'll have to see. It's either going to be Macheeeete or Addymestic, but either way, it is coming. You can just smell the blood in the water.
Red team now down to 2 stocks. Blue team holding the advantage. This is what they need because the set count is still 2-1 red team's favor. Macheeeete trying to clear Aggz0 off. Went for the dash jump ground pound, but Aggz0 just dodging through it and returning with a recovery of his own.
Macheeeete with the side light trying to come in and start a little bit of a axe combo onto Aggz0. Not going to work out though as Fozey gets thrown off stage. Is he going to survive? He is, and now Aggz0 looking for a KO potential is going to get knocked away. Macheeeete and Fozey now positioning themselves to just capitalize off of the dissonance positioning of Aggz0 and Addymestic, but finding a KO off the top somehow, and all that mess onto Macheeeete is going to afford the red team a little bit of breathing room as now Macheeeete only has 1 stock left, but he's had 2 stocks basically that entire time, which is something they could not afford. And now Aggz0 taking even more punishment in the red. This could lead to a KO, but if they can get the KO onto Fozey first, Aggz0 positioning himself. There it is, and that is a huge play. Now Macheeeete in the 2v1 has the opportunity to take Aggz0 down, but he has to find that KO first if he's going to get a major lead in this set. He has both red players deep in the red. The KO potential, especially on Ulgrim, is right there. The possibilities are endless. They can continue to survive.
All he needs is 1 good tag on either of the red team members. He's got the weapon to do it. Oh my gosh, the side light to side air. He got himself the 1v1 and the double with the flex. Fozey and Macheeeete somehow still surviving.
Look at the damage. Look at the damage right there. 809 damage. What a monster.
Oh my gosh, Macheeeete is ridiculous.
What a absolute madman.
So what seemed like was going to be a clean sweep, Macheeeete put it on his back for the final stocks of each game, tying up the set 2-2.
And going into it, I mean, they have really pulled this set back. Addy and Aggz0 looked extremely strong in the beginning. We're just taking the hurt to both Fozey and Macheeeete, and they were able to bring it back phenomenally. And just the absolute survivability of Macheeete has been the catalyst in these games. His ability to just survive and convert that survival into damage onto his opponents has been just bar none the most valuable thing that they have been able to utilize in this set.
It's what everything hinged on. Because if he didn't, I mean, that would have been it.
Yep.
He was there with the final stock every single time. If it was lost earlier on, there'd be nobody left on the field.
It could have been it before, but now this is it. No matter what happens, there is the last game in this set. One of these two teams has to come out the victor. One stock tank versus another. Addymestic and Macheeete both love to survive. Who's going to survive into the next round?
Well, Fozey looking to deal as much damage as possible. He's got Scarlet. That is a ton of damage, especially getting on to Addymestic there. Now going to be hunting for the signatures. He's got people in orange, and really, that's all that Scarlet needs.
Addymestic looking for the pickup, the recovery option. He's going to get stuffed out by Fozey, and Fozey with the hammer looking for a little bit of that range from those side airs. The side stick coming out, it's not going to connect, and now Aggz0 getting connected.
Gosh.
Just clonked
Addy
in the
going
head.
for the save. No, too far.
Oh no, and he positioned himself the weapon throws. He has no options to avoid those, and now both of the red team members are going to lose their stocks early on, but Blue is in the red. There is an opportunity for Addy and Aggz0 to convert into the KOs. Aggz0 on the terrace as well. He's got a huge amount of force this time around.
Red team looking to tie this up back again.
Boom!
Yes, synchronized knockouts.
Exactly what they need, as long as they can keep it even or even get that advantage. Addy and Aggz0 are going to be looking real pretty going forward.
I mean, this is firing double KOs back and forth. 2-2 in the set. Insanely close. My gosh, you hear those rocket lances firing off one after another, trying to cover so much of the stage, but Addymestic with that anti-air just beating out Fozey, sending him wide. He's gone up into the sky. No, bouncing Macheeete off.
Reading the aerial options, the double, taking damage from the double side air from the lances. Macheeete with the axe now is going to be a force to be reckoned with. He's got to be careful. Addy picking up Aggz0 with the neutral stick as well. That's really unfortunate because now both of them are going to get knocked off onto the side. Addymestic just surviving just a little bit longer, going for the double down air. Macheeete with the save on the Fozey just to get him away from Addymestic, but the haymaker coming out is devastating because that's going to give Addymestic the time to focus on the Fozey. And Aggz0 getting that scoop onto Macheeete is going to put him in his last stock.
I mean, man, stocks have been dropping left and right, and there goes yet another off the top. Fozey, the only one left on the field with 2 stocks. The double? Oh my gosh, and denying the recovery save. Addymestic tried his best, but Fozey just sealed the deal. Addymestic now down on his final, and he needs to play absolutely flawlessly.
This coverage is flawless from Macheeete and Fozey right now. Addymestic just finding the one option to allow him to get back onto the stage and take Fozey's second stock out.
Oh my gosh.
There's not much more room.
This is brutal.
Vertical nature, and he makes it back to the wall. They weren't even expecting that. They thought he was dead for sure. And now getting knocked off again. The weapon throw going to be avoided. 2 of them going to be avoided.
Oh my gosh,
in
the
position.
Perfect closeout.
Boom, bada boop, bop, boom, bam, is what they said as they finished that off. And that is it. Eliminated, gone. Addymestic and Aggz0, after having such a commanding performance in the beginning,
insane,
are going to be completely reversed on in the set. The 3-0 reversal set, match, game, moving on to the next round. Phenomenal stuff.
And you know what? As much as we were talking about Macheeete, it was really Fozey there at the end. My gosh, that double hammer side signature off stage, just closing it out. Absolutely crazy. So that secures them a spot in loser semifinals. They made it into top 4.
Yeah, he got inspired from